Hi guys, so this is the data for the Rhode Island schools. Basically all I did when I went to the classwork, right, was make sure that I open it up. I went to Google Sheets. I opened it up with Google Sheets. This is very similar to Excel. Later on in the future, if you do decide to work in business or even your personal business, this is a great form and tool to use. Anyway, instead of using Parrot, this is another option on how to find data. One way that I want to show you is how to find a medium in one of these columns. So for example, in another video, Mr. Pilcher stated how to find the medium of the ELA passing rate and the math medium. So the way I would do it on the Google form is I would go all the way to the very bottom. So all the way to the bottom, right? And then I would either go to this little functions button right here, and I'd go to statistical, and I'll scroll down to where I see medium, right? So this is like a way of just going to the actual button via the function button. So now what I would do inside the parentheses, if you see it says equals medium, inside the parentheses, this is still kind of like coding. You have to know that you're in column C. So I'm going to start off at column C. And I'm going to put 2 because my row, if I scroll all the way up, my row starts at 2 with the numbers. And then if I look here, you see the little box, it rolled with me. And when I scroll all the way down, it stops at 271. So then I put a colon, right? And then I put C271. That just means it's from all the way from C2 to C271. It will take all that information and find the medium. Now I just put it closes the parentheses for me and I press enter. And at the very bottom right here, it tells me my medium. So I can just write in medium. So that way I know that I found the medium for the ELA. Now I can do the same exact thing for math. So here, I can just type it in instead of doing the button. I can do equals. Sorry. I can do equals. And I can write medium, right? It brings it up right away. And this one is going to be D. So it's still the same numbers, but it's going to be the D column. So I'm going to put D, 2, colon, all the way to D, 279. And here it doesn't matter if it's uppercase or lowercase d, they know it's just the letter D. And then I'm going to close it, enter. And it also, again, it gives me the medium for the ELA and for the math. And then in previous video, I can also now say, all right, I want to make sure that I want to look up a good school, it being double that. So I'll just, for my reference here, I'll write it has to be over, it's going to be 76%. And then here I can put, or I can just type in over, we know that if we make this in percentage, it'll be 76%, but I just write 0.76. Here, double of 0.25 would be 0.50. And so I know that later on, when I create my graphs, I'll be able to use this information to filter out my graph. And that is how you find a medium using Google Sheets.